Good morning, 17th of December. So we're sort of down to the sticky end of Christmas now, hey? Got most of mine done. I hope everybody else has as well. Let's see what we have for today. So it's Rust and Bookmark. So let's see my little envelope for today. So I've got some rust dyed paper, which I made the last time I did my rust dyeing, which will fit on that page perfectly. I like that. I've got some rusted flowers. They look pretty good. Some doily. Some nails. Some string that I used to tie up the fabric when I rust dyed it. And then I have the piece de resistance, this piece of rusted metal. Now, you can see on the side it's kind of curved, which is annoying, but the middle part here is kind of straight. So what I'm going to do is get the tin snips and cut myself a bookmark out of that middle piece. So I'm just going to grab those and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so I've got an old bookmark, just any bookmark will do, and that's about the right size for there. Now the other end is really jaggy, this end, so to save me time I'm going to use that end. But the good thing about it, it's got this big hole cut out of it here, which will give interest to the side of the bookmark anyway. So let me just make a mark with a permanent marker where I want it cut. All right, let me cut that out with my husband's tin snips and I'll be back. Now I've done half. Kind of got to go from the other side now. These are not the easiest things to use when you're not used to it. They take quite a bit of force behind them to cut. There we go. Try and get it relatively straight across there. Alright, so it's a little bit jaggy. Look at the patina that side. It's just brilliant. But I can file that, that's great. Alright, now I'm going to cut up here and I'll have the shape of my bookmark ready to go. Okay, another interesting bit left over. Okay, so there we have our bookmark. That's perfect. Sitting next to that. It is a bit rough, so what I'm going to have to do is just use this rusty old thing, sorry about that, and just file the edges a bit. So I'm just going to do that now. And there we have it. Any trouble with filing is you take a bit of the rust off, but it's still got great patina and I'm really liking it. So the next thing we do is we need to punch a hole in the top for our string or whatever we're using to go through. So I'm going to do that off camera as well, because the last time I did it, my camera is attached to my desk and the whole thing shook, so I don't think you really want to see that. So I'm going to go and punch the hole and then we'll see about adding some decoration to it. Whoops, I put a big hole in my chopping board. Never mind, but now I've got the hole for the bookmark. So that's looking good. Been having a bit of a play, even with the nails. I think these look quite cool on there, like this. But then I grabbed a piece that I'd cut off, and I'm kind of liking the way that may wrap around there like so and give a little bit of texture to the bookmark. So I might try that and see how that goes, and I'll let you know. I'll show you in a minute what happens. I think this pop river, as much as it looks great, is going to have to come out. I'm not 100% sure my little crafting pliers are up to working with rust, but we'll keep having a go. Alright, might have to bang it out from underneath and give that a go. Well, that turned out pretty good. I actually ended up hammering the nail flat. I've made a big hole in my old chopping board. I won't be using that again for food, so nobody panic. But see, it's put it like a collar around the bookmark. I really like that. It looks really nice. Okay, let's get some string in here and then decorate the page. Yep, really happy with how that's turned out. Right, back to our page. So I'm going to stick this onto that little page there, and that's going to be our background. I might incorporate the flower into that. It looks quite sweet over in that corner. Something in the middle. Right, let's get that stuck down. Probably going to have to use a matte medium because it's quite a thick paper, this. It's pre-gessoed painting paper, apparently. Never knew there was such a thing, but I guess painters do. And yeah, it's quite thick, almost like a canvas. It's got a canvas quality about it. I don't know if you can actually see that, but yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, and that's what I did the rust dyeing on last time, and actually it turned out really good. It seemed to really take it really well. So I might use that next time I do some. I just did only one piece actually, just as an experiment, as you do. And now that I know that it's worked out, I'll probably use that from now on because it really gave a great result. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. That looks great. Yep. Maybe here. Kind of looks like the stem of the flower. Maybe that would be nice. Let's just stick that down. Just in the middle. I still want it to have a little bit of movement around the outside. Great. All right, let's let that dry and we'll come back and finish up. So I'm thinking this little bit of metal that I cut off before would look really nice in the middle as the middle of the flower. And then I think it looks a bit bare here, although the bookmark will sit there. But I'm thinking something like this, because that was from the rust dyed fabric that I did. So I've just frayed it along the edge. It just gives a bit more interest to the top of the page there. So I'm going to get those two stuck on. Great, so those two are done. That's the corner done there, and the flower that's middle on. And now I've just added a little bit of the matching lace from up here on the bookmark, which I think looks really cute. Could probably be frayed a little bit more, but that will probably happen over time anyway. And now I'm just going to add the string to the top so that I can finish it off. And it's the string that I used to rust dye last time, so it's all discoloured and rusty, which I find really adds to your projects when you are doing them. So we just need to keep this simple at the top here, I think. make it a bit one shorter than the other and fray it a bit, and then I think we're just about done. I'm really happy with how that turned out. As soon as I saw the prompts when they came out, I thought, oh, I know exactly what I'm going to do for that, because I had this bit of metal sitting there ready to do something with, so I was really happy about that. Right, there we go. Look at that. There is our rust and our bookmark all in one, and I think it's turned out really good. I'm really, really happy with that. Probably gone down a little far. There you go. Try that. And that's our rust and bookmark page. Bookmarks turned out really well. We've got our rusty elements on our paper and our fabric. So yeah, really, really happy with how that turned out. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.